Hello everyone, and welcome back to our 6-part short webinar series focusing on all the wonderful areas that make up the beautiful state of Arizona. For those who are joining us for the first time, I'm Amelia Robertson from Link Tourism, one of Australia's leading sales, marketing and PR agencies, and we proudly represent the Arizona Office of Tourism. Thank you for joining us for our second webinar as part of our new series. In part 1, we covered all things astrotourism and adventure. And in this week's webinar, we'll be uncovering Arizona's state parks and national monuments, and of course, what goes along with that, the great outdoors. Before we begin, a quick reminder that there will be a fortnightly prize that you will have the chance of winning as each episode is released. More on that will be shared at the end, so please stay tuned. So as a quick refresher, and for those who are joining us for the first time, Arizona is situated in the southwestern United States and is easily accessible for Aussies and Kiwis, with only one stop required in the main gateways of LAX, SFO, or Dallas. A short flight or car rental will see your clients exploring the vast state in no time. So there are 5 regions in Arizona, as seen outlined here, and I'm going to take you on a quick journey of all of these regions so you can gain a better understanding of how much there truly is to explore outdoors. Now let's talk all things adventure. Arizona is an outdoor lover's paradise, and activities are endless with hiking, biking, kayaking, whitewater rafting, and bouldering, just to name a few. In total, there are 22 national parks and monuments, 6 national forests, and over 30 state parks, so getting out and exploring the great outdoors has truly never been so easy. Alright, so up first, we'll visit northern Arizona in the top right of the state, bordered by Utah, Colorado, and New Mexico. As you can see here, northern Arizona is home to several national parks, monuments, and state parks. So let's now take a closer look. So now, national parks and monuments in clockwise order. We first up have the beautiful Glen Canyon National Recreation Area and Lake Powell, which is one of the most popular lakes in Arizona. The body of water boasts a surface area of over 162,000 acres, making it the perfect destination for fishing, water sports, photography, and all things outdoors. Moving along, we have the Hubbell Trading Post, which is the oldest continuously operating trading post in the Navajo Nation. Navajo National Monument is up next, and the Kaibab National Forest. This forest is spread across nearly 1.6 million acres. Moving along, we have Canyon de Chelly, which is recognized as one of the longest continually inhabited landscapes in North America. The most distinctive feature is a towering finger-like monolith, known as Spider Rock, that juts up from the canyon floor. And in the bottom left corner, Grand Canyon National Park. The grandest of all canyons, this mile-deep canyon was carved by the Colorado River. Again, moving clockwise around this slide for further national parks and monuments in the north, we have the Sunset Crater Volcano National Monument first up. A mere 1,000 years ago, the Earth opened up in northern Arizona, spewing lava and gases into the air, creating what we now know as Sunset Crater Volcano, which, as its namesake suggests, is named after its rim of red and yellow cinders, mimicking an Arizona sunset. Top, middle, and bottom left images are of the Coconino National Forest, the world's largest contiguous ponderosa pine forest that surrounds Flagstaff. Top right is the Wupatki National Monument, and the bottom right image is of Walnut Canyon National Monument. Here, you can experience firsthand the former homes of ancient inhabitants that were abandoned about 800 years ago. Now for a closer look at the Petrified Forest National Park. Now, it might be hard to believe when looking at these images, but more than 200 million years ago, flourishing trees and vegetation covered much of this area. Volcanic lava later destroyed the forest, and the remains were embedded into sediment comprised of volcanic ash and water. Erosion set the logs free millions of years later, revealing the petrified wood made mostly of quartz. The park also has a protected section of historic Route 66. We'll venture slightly south now to north-central Arizona, which is home to just as many national parks as well as state parks as northern Arizona. Moving clockwise again, we first up have the national monuments of the Tuzigoot and Montezuma Castle, which is considered one of Arizona's best preserved cliff dwellings. This 5-story Native American dwelling was carved out of an ancient limestone cliff with 20 rooms and took about 3 centuries to complete. Moving along, we have Tonto National Monument with upper and lower cliff dwellings. This has great views of the surrounding rugged terrain of the northeastern Sonoran Desert. Next up, we have Tonto National Forest at over 2.9 million acres. This is the largest national forest in Arizona. The two images down the bottom are of the Prescott and Apache Sitgreaves National Forests. Now for some notable state parks in this region. First up, we have Dead Horse Ranch State Park, which sits at an elevation of over 3,000 feet, and Red Rock State Park. This 286-acre nature preserve provides the perfect backdrop for a hike, bike, or horseback ride on trails winding through Sedona's iconic Red Rock formations. Slide Rot State Park in the bottom right image was named one of America's top 10 swimming holes by USA Today and is a must if your clients are into wild, adventurous swimming. On the left, there is Fort Verde Historic State Park and Jerome State Park. A landmark in Jerome since 1916 is the Douglas Mansion, which was built by mining mogul James Rawhide Jimmy Douglas on a hill overlooking his Little Daisy mine. Moving further down south, we now get to Phoenix, the state capital, as well as wider central Arizona, where nearby you'll find the upmarket town of Scottsdale. Moving clockwise again, you'll see here images of the Lost Dutchman State Park, which is named after a gold mine that may or may not have existed. Some come in search for gold, while others visit to experience the peaceful hiking or biking trails. Next, we have here Casa Grande Ruins National Monument. An estimation of dating puts the origins of this structure to around 1350. Moving along, you'll next see the Picacho Peak State Park, which has seen its fair share of history over the years, from the passing of prehistoric humans, Spanish explorers, gold miners on their way out west, Mormon soldiers, and most notably, Civil War combatants. Lastly, here we have McFarland State Historic Park. The history of the park's building provides visitors with a look into the past, representing a transition between Sonoran and Anglo-American architecture. Like most buildings in territorial Arizona, the original 1878 structure was constructed by hand using native materials. Down the very southern end of Arizona, we continue our tour of natural beauty. You hopefully understand now that if I were to detail all of these wonders, we could be talking for hours. There's just too much to see. So now we'll take a look at southern Arizona's national parks. In the top left image from Coronado National Forest is Sabino Canyon, which offers a variety of terrain, including a paved path for friendly walking options, or miles of rugged ground to explore. Next, stand in 12,000 acres of the land of standing up rocks in the Chiricahua National Monument. Moving along, the Saguaro National Park protects and preserves a giant saguaro cactus forest that stretches across the valley floor near Tucson. Unique to the Sonoran Desert, the park's giant saguaros normally reach heights of 40 feet and can often live longer than 200 years. The other images shown here are of the Coronado National Memorial, Fort Bowie National Historic Site, and Organ Pipe Cactus National Monument, which is the only place in the United States where the organ pipe cactus grows. This is a tall cacti with branches that resembles a pipe organ. Lastly, we have the Tumacacori National Historical Park, which is home to the oldest mission site in Arizona. Finally, our journey of Arizona takes us over to the West Coast, that wonderful strip that borders California and Nevada. All right, let's now take a look at West Coast national parks and monuments. First up, we have Lake Mead National Recreation Area, which is the image you'll see in the top left. This is America's first and largest national recreation area and is located between Nevada and Arizona. With striking landscapes and brilliant blue waters, this year-round playground spreads across 1.5 million acres of mountains, canyons, valleys, and 2 huge lakes. One of those lakes, Lake Mead, is the largest reservoir in the United States, with 700 miles of shoreline. Moving along, we have the Grand Canyon Parashant National Monument. This is a geological and natural paradise. 1 million-plus acres of land stretch across sprawling landscapes, with a significant portion located along the northern edge of the Grand Canyon. Lastly, and in the bottom left, here we have Pipe Springs National Monument. American Indian tribes have called this area home for centuries, living off the fresh and abundant waters of the Pipe Spring. So now, and lastly on our agenda, we have West Coast state parks. State parks in the West Coast include Colorado River State Historic Park, River Island and Alamo Lake State Parks, Yuma Territorial Prison State Historic Park, Buckskin Mountain, and Lake Havasu State Park. Lake Havasu was created when Parker Dam was completed in 1938, filling the reservoir with Colorado River water. This state park is a beach oasis in the desert, and as a fun fact, it is also home to the London Bridge, which was taken from the River Thames, transported from England, and reassembled on Lake Havasu. And the last image in the middle left is Cattail Cove State Park, a 2,000-acre haven located on Lake Havasu, inviting visitors to take advantage of its beauty by relaxing lakeside. So that's it for this week's webinar on national parks, monuments, and the great outdoors in Arizona. To learn more about Arizona's national parks and monuments, we strongly recommend you check out the Arizona Office of Tourism's new Ranger Talks video series, which can be viewed on the Visit Arizona Instagram page or on the corresponding parks pages on the Visit Arizona website. Additionally, be sure to also check out the Arizona Office of Tourism's newly launched Digital AZ Parks Passport. This is a great tool for your clients visiting the area, as the free pass is delivered instantly to phones and mobile devices after a quick sign-up on azparkspassport.com. It delivers trip ideas, directions, and even the chance to win great prizes right in the palm of your hand. And, as you hopefully have already discovered, for those who joined us in our first webinar, we have a beautiful downloadable destination guide on the Arizona Agent Training page at the Link Tourism website, so be sure to check that out as well. As always, we also strongly recommend you visit the USA Discovery Program and obtain your Arizona badge. So thank you very much for watching. The next episode will be released on Thursday, the 19th of May. If you are watching this on the day of its release or the day after, go to www.linktourism.com/Arizona and enter your details. In celebration of Arizona's 7 dark sky communities and 12 dark sky parks, the 7th and 12th agent that enters their details each fortnight will have the chance of winning one of 2 $50 MasterCard e-gift cards. For agents that watch all 6 webinars in this series and enter the correct code word from each fortnight, they will have a chance of winning the grand prize of a $200 MasterCard e-gift card and a $100 e-gift card for the runner-up. See you again for the next episode, where we will be talking about all things luxury and wellness in Arizona.